Hey everybody, it's Kelly Acheson at AStampAbove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I've got a card in a cute little box to show you. Both of these projects use the Sending Love suite that's found on page 14 and 15 in the new Occasions mini catalog. I've got a lot of new product to show you, some tips about it. So we're going to have a lot of fun making this Valentine card. Let's get started and I'll show you how to do it. So here are the materials I need to make this card. I've got a card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, a Whisper White layer that is 4 by 5.25, another Real Red layer that is 4 by 5.25, a Pool Party layer that is 4 by 1, a 2.5-inch circle that I've punched out, and some of our 5/8 inch organza ribbon, and this is 8 inches long. We're also going to be using the Sending Love Designer Series paper stack. Isn't this adorable? Okay, let's get started here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss my Real Red layer with the Falling Petals embossing folder, and I'm not really sure why they call it Falling Petals because it's little hearts. So I don't know. All I know is it's super cute and I love it. We're going to place this in here and I am going to run this through my Big Shot and I'll be back in a flash. And here we go. Can you see that? I hope you can see that in the camera. It is just so adorable. I'm going to take my card base and fold it in half. Got my bone folder here to... what do they call this again? I can never remember that word. Burnish. Burnish. I'm burnishing the edge. Okay. So we've got that done and that done. We've got just a little bit of stamping for this card. I'm using the Sealed with Love stamp set. You get 27 images in here. Absolutely love them. Did you see down here on the bottom of these stamp sets, Stampin' Up! Is now listing, and maybe they've been doing this for a while, I just noticed it, they're listing what size blocks goes best with these images. So that's really cool. It also says that it's a 2-step stamping process. Here is my Real Red ink pad, and I'm going to stamp the inside of my card first. I've got the Happy Valentine's Day here. And I'm going to move that away and bring out my Pool Party, where I'm going to stamp these cute little heart images all across the bottom. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I really like to decorate the insides of my cards. And this is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, we've got that done. And then our circle here needs the hello. Whoops, I almost put it in the wrong color. When I'm working with 2 different ink pads, I like to move one away that I'm not using right at the moment because otherwise you stamp in the wrong color, right? I'm going to stamp my Hello Love right at the top of my circle. I'm going to get these ink pads closed up. And here comes the embossed layer. And I'm going to just kind of come in here for a dry fit. And this looks great. Okay, now if you need to, you can cut off a little bit on the bottom of the circle to make it fit. And I'm just going to use my snips to do that because you're not supposed to see that sticking out from underneath, right? Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let me get my adhesive here. And I'm going to put some glue on my strip and also the back of my circle. I'm going to tuck that in just a little bit more. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring in my ribbon and I'm going to, again, this was 8 inches, so I'm going to cut off a little bit so it's just extending over each edge. And then I like to put my ribbon on my cards like this. I don't wrap it around and tie it in the front because that gives me a double knot, and a lot of times that creates problems with your postage, right? But bulky knots, you have to pay more for them. And then I take this tail and tie it around the front in a single knot. So no double knot. we got a single knot. I could have cut this a little longer. So cut yours a little bit longer than 8 inches because this is a little tight. There we go. And see, this is flatter than if we had a double knot there. I'm just going to angle my tails. There we go. The next thing I used is the Sending Love paper, and I brought in my little sweetheart punch, and I punched out a couple hearts from the Sending Love paper. And it doesn't really matter which ones you use because I wanted mine to be the lighter color. If I were to put a red heart on here that's punched out, it would kind of blend in, but with the white hearts, mostly white, it makes it pop a little bit. So you can see that most of our paper is dark, kind of more red on one side and more white on the other. And that gives you lots and lots of options here. So, you've got one side here that is totally Valentine's and another side that's just little images. It's not Valentine's. So you can use this well after Valentine's Day. Well, this one has hearts on both sides, but this is polka dots. And then we've got Valentine. This is floral. And this is striped. So love the paper stacks for that reason. 2 little hearts here, and I am going to just glue one of them down kind of right over here. And I'm going to use dimensionals on the other one. And instead of sticking the dimensionals on the back of my heart, I'm actually going to stick them on my card front so that I have a little more control over where they are in relation to this ribbon. So I'm going to go just like that. So I make sure that why I'm doing this is I didn't want the dimensional only to be stuck to the ribbon because it'll move around and my heart will be all weird, and from experience I've learned that. And here comes my other heart. Oh, I've got that one down a little too far. Apparently I didn't learn too much from experience. Right? So let's put this one way over here. I just put it on the back over here. I'm not going to put one down towards the bottom. We're just going to cover up that dimensional that's there, and we won't have one down here at the bottom. And you can see that's going to be just fine because this heart is going to stay up. Tie this a little tighter there. There we go. And here comes our card. I'm a big fan of the liquid glue. And we're going to adhere the red layer to the card base. So we've just got red on red here, and I don't know, I've been kind of into that look. Tone on tone, red on red. It's pretty cool, huh? And the inside of our card with our Happy Valentine's Day and our cute little hearts. And I've got one more thing to show you here on this. There we go. Cute! I'm just going to bring in a scrap of Pool Party. I forgot to stamp up my little hearts that I am going to cut with the framelit. There we go. And again, I'm using Pool Party ink on Pool Party cardstock. Now I'm going to set this little framelit down on here, and I'm going to die cut this, and I'll be right back. And here we go. How cute are these? I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to cut the edge of my dimensional sheet here so that I've got halvesies. How's that for a little tip? We're going to use some halvesies on here. And this is our last little embellishment right down here at the bottom. So there's our adorable little card. What do you think? Super quick and easy? I love this. This is just a nice, easy, basic layout. I have to show you. Here's another card using the exact same layout. This is where I got the idea from for this Valentine card, is from this card. And while this card is different from my friend Dawn's card, I got the basic layout idea from her. So kind of cool, huh? Two totally different cards. And now for this cutie patootie little box, I have to show you this because this is a surprise pop-up box. Boom! Do you see the cute little heart that comes out there? You just lay this down in here and close your box, and then when the person gets it, they're going to open it, and that's going to pop right up. I think this is absolutely adorable. And I put some candy kisses in here for Valentine's Day. You can find the surprise pop-up box on my blog. I will put a link on my blog and also below my YouTube video. So if you go to YouTube, underneath the video, there's going to be a link to show you how to make this. It is super duper easy. I will have a link on my blog also. But isn't this little love note adorable? All of this stuff comes in the Sending Love suite. I've got a vellum envelope here, absolutely adorable. So there we go. A cute little set that you could give anybody for Valentine's Day. This would be perfect for coworkers too. Thanks so much for joining me today for my video. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Feel free to pop me an email and I can send you some catalogs if you need them. Also, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen while you're watching this video is a subscribe button. Please make sure you click on that button so you won't miss anything else from me. And don't forget, celebration is going on until the end of March. And when you place a $50 order, you get to choose an item free out of the celebration brochure. You can find that on my blog also. And if you use the hostess code that I will have up on the screen for the month of January, you will be entered in a drawing to win a free stamp set of your choice. I almost forgot my little envelope. Don't forget to stamp your envelopes. It's just so special to get something in the mail besides bills. And when the envelope is cute, I think it makes people smile. So add a little sparkle to someone's day and send them a card with a stamped envelope.